No president for me. I don't want to be president. I don't want to be president. I'll do a little thing. I mean, I'll work on a small level. I don't think I want to be president. I don't want to be president. I'm walking Starbucks. I don't know if there's a smudge on it. I got to drop some mail here. Just checking in. I can only do so much. Good morning, everybody. Hello. You know, it is. Just look at these crazy comedians. They're attacking Dennis Miller. They're attacking Kanye. They attack everybody. They'll eat their own. They'll eat anybody. You're just seeing it. I don't even want to be a part of it. I'm embarrassed to say that I'm a comedian now. They've ruined it. I'm embarrassed. I'm officially embarrassed to say that I'm a comedian. By the way, people send me their baseball cards. I sign them. Comedy, it's no fun. Who wants to hire a comedian now? That's freaking just negative. They just ruin it. You know? They just ruin it. It's embarrassing. Everything that I was taught, they're against now. I'm out. Everything. Now, I did take a 5-hour energy, but I did shower, and I have brushed my teeth. You could say whatever you want about the Michelle Fox. It wasn't funny. Oh, my. 818. I'm not quitting. I'm not quitting. It just makes it no fun. Like, to know that these freaking guys are vile, they're brainwashed, they're not friendly. On the surface, I'm not saying they have bad hearts. Remember, I'm not saying that. I'm saying their brains. When you're a zombie, you still have a heart. Believe it or not. You're not born with a dark heart like Hillary Clinton says about Alex Jones. Why are comedians so angry and they're unfunny? You tell me right now, where is there a daily 3-panel comedian show? Nobody wants to hear from comedians anymore, except maybe the comedy clubs and their little frickin' zombie fans. That's where we're at. But you know what? It's okay. Let it happen, and then it will just implode on itself. Just pull back, stay with your own family, go to your Boy Scout meetings. Oh, there's no Boy Scouts anymore. That's gone. Political correctness is ruining everything. It's ruined the Boy Scouts. It's not just ruined comedy. And what's going on in Canada? I told you, they're getting rid of he and she up there, and now it's down here. Enjoy. But they still have the WNBA. That's okay. It just tear down the statues and change everything. I'll pull back and just let it blow up. You know, forget it. I don't think I'm last of the brave Americans. I think there's other ones. They just don't know. They need to be woke, that's what Kanye is trying to do. I don't know. It's just no fun. That's why I don't Periscope as much. Why? It's not fun. But you know what? I'm not going to quit. I'm getting coffee. Would you campaign for the right president? Who's the right president? We have the right president. It's not Hillary. That's my point. I'm not going to listen to that. Let me rephrase this again so when you go out in the world with positive pushing. I went to Reseda. I've gone to private school. I've gone to public school. I've driven a Pinto. I've driven an Avalon. I've been bused. I've walked. I've gone to inner city. I've gone to suburbs. I've lived in Seattle. I've lived in Phoenix. I've lived in New York. I lived in LA. I'm hashtag never Hillary. Hashtag pro Boy Scouts. Hashtag I'm not changing. But that's just me. I'm not saying you can't flip others. Go ahead. Have them try and flip others. But the guy you're not changing, he happens to get possibly the most mic time at Comedy Store. Just think about that. Just think about that. The guy who says he's not going to change is the same guy tonight who's going to get up to an hour of stage time at the #1 club in the world. But don't listen to me. What do I know? So, here's the deal. It's disheartening. I don't go to movies. You know what I do? I go home every day and just go on Twitter and try to research stuff and look for a glimmer of hope. Because I can't go out and enjoy things right now. To be honest, I'm not gonna. They're zapping my spirit. But I'll just pull back. It's called the okey doke. It's called being a matador. See, son, the reason why they call it the matadors is because we move out of the way and let them dismantle themselves. Remember Cal State Northridge? What are they called? The matadors. We get out of the way. Then you've got Kanye West. Where does Kanye West live? In the Valley. Calabasas. Happy people. Common sense. There you go. He's in the Valley. The Valley is speaking to Kanye. But he's a bad guy. You go live in Calabasas. You'd see the frickin' light of day. Now, do I like Kim Kardashian? No. Do I think they're bad for America? Yes. It's a whole separate issue. Not into it. I know Armenian, too. let me tell you what. I've done 3,000 television audience warm-ups. You know who brought the least amount of energy? Of all the audiences that I had, besides, we'll say, paid audience? Just the worst? You want me to tell you? Armenian girls. They were the worst. Not Mexican girls. Not black girls, not white girls, Armenian girls. Then white girls. And Asians are in their own world. I don't tell them what to do. They're smarter than me. Oh, you're saying you're smarter than blacks and Latinos? No, I'm saying Asians are smarter than me. Period. Oh, God. Here's the deal. I'm going to keep pushing. I have some things hopefully happening. I'll continue to do comedy. And it's a marathon. It's not a race. Kanye was on my wall a long time ago. I've known him. He liked my watch. But I don't, whatever. It will implode. And here's the other thing. At the end of the day, it's called Second Amendment. It's not going to go that far. I don't think. It could. Maybe they'll turn the military. But these military guys, they're not going to take the orders. They listen to Trump, is what they do. Do you understand? The military is all Trump. So they're not going to do anything. So what are you talking about? Just got on. Oh, let me rephrase it. Let me start over for you. So angry right now. You should have been alerted. Let me go here. Where was I? I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying? Until I got interrupted. It was on a frickin' roll. Forgot what I was saying. California air. No, I wasn't saying that. Tiger milk. Wasn't saying that. I forgot what I was talking about because I got interrupted. So now my thoughts are off. Oh yes, the military. Do people understand that when this happens, whatever's going to happen, they're going to go after celebrities? They've already gone after YouTube. There's going to be a guy who goes, F it, I'm down. They're going to go after Hollywood. And they're not going to go and shoot up a movie theater because they don't want to injure innocent people. They're going to go, I'm sorry. That's what's going to happen. I've predicted some things. I did predict a nuclear attack on Fairbanks, Alaska. But we'll see what happens. If I was a guy who lives somewhere and things got set off, you're upsetting people. I don't think they realize it, but whatever. I don't want to complain. It just bums me out. It's dispiriting. To some Americans, Second Amendment is more important than the entire rest of the Constitution. To some, yeah, because they that's all they got. Or let them stay with their guns. It's called the Constitution. That's how this country was founded, off that stuff. And I don't want to get into a debate. I just know. My instincts tell me to be not liberal. You could be a libertarian. Is that what it is? Like, I'm okay if you're in porn. I'm okay if you want to smoke pot. I want common sense laws, man. It's just not fun. Common sense thinking. It's going to cause good people to have heart attacks. Because you can't push. They're squashing your voice. They want you dead, is what they want. So you can't talk, you get stressed, you get sick, you have a heart attack. Boom. You can't be libertarian. Whatever. Nobody says, you notice how none of these celebrities are saying, Hollywood types are going, good job, I'm glad we're getting rid of the kiddie porn stuff. Because they all know. Just sit back and let it happen. But it's sad to watch. Do you think that's going to help them? I mean, I felt like Michelle Wolf had an opportunity to shine, to do something different, something fresh. It wasn't fresh. It was jokes all towards that. And I'll tell you what if those were her jokes? So that's what she planned. That's why he didn't show up. Because look at these jokes. I'm going to go there, and you're going to do all the... The bottom line is, a real comedian... I'm not saying she is a real comedian. What happens if he did show up? What happens if she got heckled? She was angry and it read from a script, exactly. It was bad. It's bad energy. It's negative energy. It's satanic energy. There you go. I said it. And everyone's protecting Michelle. If she doesn't follow me, I don't give an F what happens. She doesn't follow me. But if you don't support Michelle Wolf, you're out. And there's good comedians on there who are doing that. But they're brainwashed too, unfortunately. Sorry, it could happen to the best of us. Trump was all about a roast. First of all, when has it turned into a roast? It's not called roast, it's called the dinner. And then all of a sudden, it started turning into these roasts. And they go, Trump, he wasn't there. Anyway, I'm not going to get into it. I don't want to get into it. I just want to do comedy. I want to have fun like I do on stage. I go on stage and I have fun. I go on here and I used to have some fun. But here's the deal. I'm doing all right. I'm just talking this out. I'm a little rusty. I'm at the Comedy Store tonight. I'm going to do Squad Melt. At the very least, my stand-up comedy is strong. My stand-up comedy is strong. So if all this stuff strengthens my stand-up, then that's what it is. It's called taking 2 steps back to take 1 step forward. I'd love to come to Toronto. Here's the deal. I'm pretty much at the point where if I have to do a gig, I have to fly myself out, put myself up, and get a door deal. So basically make 0. I'm not good enough. Remember that. I'm good enough for the Comedy Store, regular spots, late night spots. I'm good for the Laugh Factory, hosting, late, going up. I'm good for the Improv. They call me, but I can't get a road gig unless David Spade takes me. Okay, that's where we're at. And I put my comedy up. I'll put a clip up here and there to show you that I'm getting original laughs without cursing. But that shows you. But I'll tell you what, I guess I have 30 million hearts on here. Somebody's listening. 30 million hearts, 30 people listening. But consider this our little group. I'm just a guy in the middle of nowhere. Remember, we'll just say born in Hollywood, raised in Hollywood, live in Hollywood, work in Hollywood, and specifically swim in stand-up comedy. The speech. But what do I know? What do I know? I was raised with a silver spoon in my mouth. No, the only thing I had silver was a Pinto. So, go ahead. I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying I'm getting coffee. And it's sad what's happening. And you could say, where is the 3-panel daily comedian show? It ain't there because people don't want to hear comedians. Just like half the country's not into football now. They've ruined football for me. I'm going to try and give it a chance. But the minute there's any issue, I'm out. I'm out. And that's how it's going to be like comedy. I'm going to try and give it a chance. But the minute there's an issue, I'm out. They're going to make it bad for every comedian. Now the rule's going to be, you can't say this, you can't say that. Why? It's Michelle Wolf rule. Okay. You're happy about that? Remember, they just came for the Boy Scouts. I have a tilted pelvis, and I know everybody is looking at me, and I'm sure the Mexican guys are calling me puto. Thanks. Thank you. Tilted pelvis puto. That's what they're calling me. Don't you think somebody can go? You're going to make fun of like the smoky eyes. Somebody can make fun of how you look, Michelle. Doesn't feel good unless you're into that. I wouldn't like it. Whatever. I'm going to cross the street here and keep it positive. See if this kid knows anything about Kanye West. He's going to cross the street. All right, guys. I'll talk later. Thank you very much. I did a 2 p.m. podcast. I'll talk there. I got to go do Barstool Radio, 11 to 1. And then tonight I'll be at Squat Melt and then the Comedy Store. So have a great day. And it's Year of the Dog. Understand that. And it's that time of the year. You know, it's Year of the Dog. And what are people trying to do? Kanye is trying to herd the sheep in the Year of the Dog. These are my thoughts. We hate Trump. Hate's not good. Why don't you squeeze out and find the positives? Why don't you make Trump your useful idiot? Why don't you do that? Can't you? Kanye is a tool. Tool of what? I've never been this angry at the president, or a president. Nobody was angry like this at Obama. Nobody. Zero. And people didn't talk. You were hard pressed to find any negative Obama stuff. All they would say is, I'm glad he's going. In 300 days he's out. 200 days he's out. 150 days he's out. That's all I saw. Well, somebody makes fun of his ears once in a while and his mom jeans. That's all they did. So I didn't see anything else, but this other stuff is bad. But hey, have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. I'm going to go get some coffee. Stay positive, but I am predicting a civil unrest, and there's going to be targeted strikes. I hate to say it. That's why they have bodyguards right now. They have bodyguards right now. Wait until the heat is on. And that's what they're doing. When you poke, eventually the bear's going to scratch you. When you keep poking, they're going to come back and scratch you. But you didn't play Division I baseball, so you don't know. Wait till you get punched in the nose. Then you'll wake up. And that's what's going to happen. You're going to get punched in the nose, but it might be a gunshot. That's what they're going to do. I can't tell you how many people have guns. A lot of them do. So, good luck. I think some of the targets would be De Niro, all the talk show hosts, everybody. You're kicking a hornet's nest. Why would you do that? Unless you want to go, you got to break some eggs to make an omelet. Well, you know what? I don't want your omelet. I saw your omelet. It's runny. It's got freaking peppers in it, tomatoes, pickles, F that. I want bacon and cheddar omelet. I'm going to go. I'll talk to you later. Enjoy it.